Hello everyone, welcome back to the Gaming Droid and welcome back to modern Skyblock 3. So, I've been doing a little bit of prep in between episodes, and you'll see that down here we are ready to do some imbuing. So flint, blaze, coal and water is not a particularly hard mix to do. I believe it is like that, and that makes us a burning potion, a burning imbue, and this is part of the spectral mod. As you can see, I went and got some of the foods we haven't eaten yet. Pepper jelly and sushi will do for now. I also got some glowing water and I got some splash potions because we need to kill mobs using magical weapons or magical items. Mushroom, rotten flesh and spider's eye. Again, not hard to get, although the mushroom was surprisingly difficult because I didn't actually have any. So I had to go and grow one. I was going to set up the mushroom auto farm, but it just wasn't worth it in the end. I did set up something to make some podzol. Here we've got glowstone and lapis, easy. Lesser magic bean is actually surprisingly easy. It's literally just gold nuggets wrapped around a bean from Pam's Harvest Craft, and we had plenty of beans in the fridge, so I just wrapped some gold nuggets around it. And this gets us our imbues from random things, and apparently this allows us to imbue weapons with effects. The poison imbue will inflict poison 2 for 10 seconds on enemies you hit. So I'm not sure how we imbue weapons. Do we just... I'm not really sure how we use an imbue. Oh! We drink them. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. Ah, you can only have one imbue at a time. Fair enough. So I turned my mob spawner from an auto mob spawner into temporarily a... locked mob spawner. So I don't think we got a single spirit to spawn there, which is kind of frustrating. Because it would have been nice to get a spirit spawning, but no. No such luck, I don't think. So we'll come back and we'll see if we can get a spirit to spawn again later on. But in the meantime, there has been some other bits and pieces that I do want to get on with. I did try the upgrading tokens, and I've learned how to do it. Basically, we have to break things down to get epic shards, make epic upgrade tokens, then we can put upgrades on items. So you can see we switched over to some samurai boots, and I also put levitation on the sword I've got, which is pretty good. So yeah, the imbues are interesting, shall we say. However, storing chaos requires us to make a refined chaos orb. And this thing has been chugging along beautifully, making plenty of chaos. So let's have a look at chaos orbs. The chaos orb, we want a fragile chaos orb is just made with chaos, and then the refined chaos orb requires 4 enriched chaos. So we're going to need more chaos than we have. But we can start by putting together a fragile chaos orb. And then we're going to need, to make a full chaos orb, we're going to need... 16 more chaos. So this is ticking along nicely. It's actually very, very efficient. I haven't put any more coal in it since last time, and I've actually done that a couple of times, so it's made probably like 20 out of 2 and a bit blocks of coal. So, not too bad at all. So we're on our way to... oh, it says completed? Wait, what? I only made the fragile one. Okay, so apparently, yeah. Apparently if you make the fragile one, it detects it as being a refined one? Okay, that's fine. I don't have any problems with that. So what we'll do is I'll go and do a little bit of prep for this, and we'll go and move on through this. Because we've got to get void samples, collecting ores, diesel and things. So I've got to make a lot of steel. Speaking of making a lot of steel, let's grab another couple of stacks of coal. And we'll put some more coal on in coal coke oven. Yeah, but we need to make lots of steel because we're going to need to make lots of things from immersive engineering. So what I'll do is I'll get that on the go. We'll wait for the chaos to craft, and I will see you all in a couple of minutes. Okay, so I have... It's actually a different day today, but I've been doing a few bits and pieces as we've been waiting. One of the things we've been doing is I fed some charcoal into this, and we've been making some steel, as well as some slag. I've also been nomming on random foods, so I've eaten a few foods. I've set up a few things, because we're going to progress in a few quests. And as you can see, I have a few things in my inventory for it. So first things first, we do need to make a terrasteel because there is a quest in blacksmithing, in a true blacksmith, which requires us to make Miriam, and for that we need a bar of terrasteel. Because if we look up Miriam, Miriam here, molten Miriam, requires us to alloy together terrasteel, mana steel, elementium, cobalt, and liquid glass. So what we can do is we need to get a full or half mana pool of terrasteel. Because if we look up the recipe for terrasteel, which you can do by going liquid terrasteel, terrasteel ingot, and where is it? It's not actually in here. Basically, you need a half mana pool. So what I've done is I've gotten out some of the blacker lotuses I've got. And we're just going to throw blacker lotuses in until we get to about the right point. So it looks like it's going to be about a stack of blacker lotuses. Oop, no, that's not what I want to throw. So that should be enough. Now we can go 1, 2, 3. And I picked up the mana steel. Dang it. So, we want to open you and go 1, 2, 3. Yes? Is this right? I thought that was right. I have built this wrong. How have I built this wrong? Have I built it wrong because I need to use one more? I thought I'd built this right with 4 living rock. Where is our book? Where is our book? There's our book. Let's have a look at terrasteel. Mana manipulating flora, natural apparatus, basics and mechanics, terrasteel. I've built that right, yeah. I've got a spark on each. Those 2 sparks can link together, yeah. Mana pearl, mana diamond, mana... Oh, no, I haven't built it right. And I do need an additional piece of living rock, which is odd. I thought, because I don't have the additional piece of living rock that I need. I would have thought if I needed additional living rock, I would have, like, actually had additional living rock somewhere. Interesting. Okay. Let's quickly go and make some living rock, and while that's being made... where are our white flowers? Fewer daisies? Fewer daisies anywhere? I've completely lost everything that I need. There's our pure daisies. Excellent. We'll throw these down. We have been growing these gardens. These gardens grow by themselves over time. So it's not a problem to just allow those to grow, and they're a source of constant food. So the other thing we wanted to do was make adamantium, which is another one we want to make. We do have some blood left over in there, which we can get out like that. Nice and easy. So adamantium is quite easy. We just need a little bit of obsidian. We can get by doing that. And then we need to add in some iron and some aluminium. And once that melts up, we've got that. In the meantime, I had this set up so that things would gather up against a wall against here. And I made some got some potions, and I've been throwing those, and we did get some ectoplasm. So all the way down here, I did manage to get myself some ectoplasm. And that should complete a quest over in some True Magic. So we've got the ectoplasm killing ghosts. You need to use magic to kill the ghosts, and I used the expedient method of just using a potion of harming. I also made a second one of these because this is now a lot faster. You can see it's even charging up spare chaos. So I actually spent my first bits of chaos that I got making a second one, and now you can see that this goes a lot quicker, which is very useful indeed. Now, the next thing we want is a sapling, and we're going to make ourselves an ectoplasm tree, because that's one of the next quests we've got. The next quest we've got is growing ectoplasm. We want to make growing ectoplasm because the trees themselves drop ectoplasm. So, we look up how to make an ectoplasm tree. Wait, what? Oh, we have to right-click a sapling. Yeah. I'm an idiot. So over here, what we can do is we can drop down a sapling, and then we can right-click it with ectoplasm. And there we go, we have an ectoplasm sapling. And the ectoplasm sapling, once it grows, will drop. Created by right-clicking the sapling with ectoplasm, this sapling grows into a spectre tree that drops ectoplasm when cut down. So we can pop that down like there, make sure it's got plenty of space. And once it grows, we'll be able to get a nice big pile of ectoplasm. So now this, we need to be like that, and then we can throw the lapis on like that, and then go one. Nope, I'm standing way too close. Dang you. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's now working, and that will produce us a sapling. Fingers crossed. Should produce a, sorry, not produce a sapling, produce terra steel for us. There should be enough mana in the mana pool. Yes, terra steel. There we go. So now, once we made the adamantium, we can make the miriam. So we should have made adamantium. We have made 3 ingots of adamantium. That's good. We can pour this out, and then we can make some miriam as well. Alamite is kind of useful. If we look up the uses of liquid alamite, we can see that from the parts we make with it. Let's find a pickaxe head. Cobalt level mining, 6.8 mining speed, 700 durability. That's pretty decent. I think it's okay for weapons as well. I don't think it's amazing for swords. Yeah, 5.5 attack damage. It's not amazing. It's okay. So if we melt down these 3, and then we need to add some glass to it as well. I think we need to add almost like 9 blocks of glass to that to make it grow. But, fingers crossed. These things are spreading nicely. We started off with 10 and we've got quite a few, and I've already harvested some of them myself. We should have some leaves. We do. 5 leaves, that's plenty, and we can make some plant matter just to speed up the growth of our ectoplasm sapling. Oh no, we can't speed up the growth of the ectoplasm sapling. Okay. That's a surprise. I wonder if we can speed up the growth of the ectoplasm sapling using bone meal. No, we can't. So we're just going to have to wait for that to grow, unless it needs to be in a special environment to grow. Because it might need to be in a special environment to grow. Thank you. Let's see what we've got in here. We have definitely got elementium, terra steel, mana steel. And we need cobalt, which I had cooking along in here. And it's all equal for the metals, it's just the glass that we need lots of. And we're also going to make a nice big pile of copper as well, because we're going to need a lot of copper. So let's throw another copper in here. We've got lots and lots of copper ore already cooked up. So this will complete our quests in a true blacksmith, because we need alamite ingots, which we should have the moment we do this. So there's alamite ingots, that's one of those. And we're doing this because we want to get to better piping and better sort of material management. So there's that one. We also want to get to basin upgrade, which shouldn't be too hard. I think the smart output is just ice. Yeah, there we go. We've got 4 ingots of Miriam. And that should be our Miriam done. Excellent. There we go. And that gives us another little loot box. We did put in a hell of a lot more glass than we needed, so we didn't need 6 blocks of 9 blocks of glass. We needed 1 block of glass. 1 block of glass to make 4 Miriam ingots. That's fine. We can put you down here, and you'll pour out the rest of the glass for me automatically. And in the meantime, we'll grab some of the copper ore, because we're going to need copper for quite a few things as we go on. If we put 1 down there, that's making even blocks. That's going to make even blocks of copper. Okay, so the next thing we need to look at, I mean, we could finish this off reasonably quickly, I think. We need a smart casting, smart upgrades, and a basin upgrade. So let's look at the smart output. Smart output is just 4 blocks of ice, which we can get from our freezer with bottles of water. So 4 bottles of water and some seared smeltery bricks. Bottles of water should be easy enough to get. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's 9 bottles of water. And we can just scoop a water up in here. And then if we go up to our electrical, the floor above our electrical floor, we've got our freezer set up here now. And this should be nice and quick. In the meantime, do we have spare smeltery bricks in here? We do have some spare smeltery bricks in there. Lovely. I think we've got some spare smeltery bricks elsewhere as well. I don't know why I keep saying smare. Because English is not my forte, I suppose. No, I am only an English person. Like, you can't expect me to speak good English. Oh, it has to be that kind of seared stone. Okay, I can get that via chisel. One, two, three, 4, and we'll get this. So it has to be a specific kind of seared stone, but you can just chisel it into the right kind of seared stone. Not really sure I understand the point of that particular aside, but okay. And then we need a smart upgrade. We need the speed upgrade, slot upgrade, and redstone upgrade. So let's have a look at upgrades. What do we need for these ones? I'm guessing we're going to need blank ones, which is just aluminium or lead, lapis, and paper. That's not expensive. And then sugar, chests, redstone. Yeah, these aren't too bad apart from the really, really over the top one. So sugar we can get from over here. And then we just need aluminium. And paper. And lapis. So we can make upgrades. 1, 2, 3. I think we need 3 to start with, because yeah, we need a slot, a speed, and an upgrade. So slot upgrade is just going to be chests. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the slot upgrade. Speed upgrade is going to require sugar, but that's fine because we got this, so we can make the speed upgrade. That gives us 4 speed upgrades, and then we need a redstone upgrade, which is going to require us to make at least 5 of these. Because we need this. And we need this. And then we need 4 of these. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford that from what we've got in here. We can. And that gives us the redstone upgrade. So I've never really used this before, this particular thing. I've never really used the smart output. So I don't really know what it does. The smart output, for automating the smeltery, you're going to need a smart output. Be careful though, it's really fast. Okay. There are many upgrades you can add to smart output to suit your needs. And this one requires night slime and manulin. Okay, so we need to make manulin and night slime before we can go into the basin upgrade. I'm not sure why, but... So let's just break you. And if I put a smart output here... We have lost all of the copper that was in there, but that's fine. Oh, wait a second. If I put you in there... If I give you a slot upgrade and a speed up, how do I apply a speed upgrade? Fuel input machine. Okay, so that's for a fuel input machine. I'm not sure what a fuel input machine is. By using this upgrade, the smart control can be controlled by a redstone signal. Increases 1 slot in the smart output. Okay. So wait, if I give you copper... I've kind of just gone and lost a whole chunk of copper, but that's fine. If I give you copper... What is about to go on with you? Oh, you're not a... Oh, okay, so that wasn't actually a complete structure. So that's a complete structure, but how do I actually make this into a complete structure? Oh, okay. So by the looks of it, I just had to look that up because I had no idea. By the looks of it, I need to do that. Oh, wow. Okay, that is quite quick. That is quite quick indeed. Okay. So that just takes in liquid metal and pumps out ingots extremely fast. Basically as fast as this thing can pour out into it. Okay, that's actually pretty decent and quite interesting. And I'm assuming the basin upgrade upgrades it to a basin. Okay. Speed upgrade and redstone repeater can go over there for now. Everything else I can shift click back into there. Oh, we've got a random copper ore. 1 second. The world is my bin. We're going to eat the beans, because why not? And we're going to eat that, because why not? Okay, so we need to make night slime and manulin to continue. Manulin's really, really easy. It's just ardite and copper. Night slime. What do we need to make night slime? And we'll have a think about that. Night slime. Night slime ingots require liquid night slime, which is alloyed from seared stone, liquid purple slime, and molten iron. That's going to be really easy, actually. We just need to get our purple slime saplings growing again, because our purple slime saplings haven't grown for a while. So we just need to get purple slime. That's not a problem. Over in heavy machinery, the way we're going next is we're going down the void core samples, because we need to get hold of oil to make diesel and lubricant. Distilled water is something else we need as well, and we need salt from it. And that comes from engineering blocks. So that comes us from a distillery, which we get. But let's make the core sampler, as I did want to progress down some of this today. Make 24 of you. Allow us to make some of these and some of these. And that should allow us to make this, which is the core sampler, which is what we wanted. Now what we have to do is we have to find a place where the core sampler can collect oil. And this is why in our inventory we have this, this, and this. Because I'm pretty sure if I put you here, and I put you here, no, put you... I need to put this down so that it is actually facing the facing this, like that. And this gives us power, and this gives this power. Excellent. So now, do I need to give it a redstone signal? You usually do need to give it a redstone signal in immersive engineering. So let's grab a stick and a cobble. That's not cobble, that's gravel. Where's my cobble gone? Cobblestone. A stick and a bit of cobble. And that gets us a lever. And now if we boop you, that should get us a core sample. Excellent. And now what we're looking for is we're looking for oil. There's a core sample. No minerals, but 6 million buckets of water. Okay. Now, I don't know if we need to sort of add power, but I don't know how much power. Yeah, it's definitely going to need to add power. Okay. But this thing will store its power as we go around, so we can just top up our oil generator and use that to provide power. That's no minerals and no fluids. Okay. So luckily all of this is laid out on the floor with chunks anyway, so even though it gives you the chunk barrier, I don't really need to worry because I know where all the chunks are. So we've done these 3 chunks in a row. We can do the 4th chunk and then we can do the 4 chunks there if we have to. We're looking for oil. And we found 6 million millibuckets of oil here. So we found 6,000 buckets of oil here, which is kind of what we wanted to find. I wonder, can you put these things down? Is there like a mount we can put them on? At immersive core. Sample? Now, I'm sure there's some kind of mount you can sit them on. I'm sure there's some kind of mount in immersive engineering that you can actually rest these things on, so you can kind of label different areas. But yeah. We've got this one, and this one. So now we need to look into the next thing, which is collecting oil. So we need to collect oil. And for that, we're going to need the immersive engineering manual, I think. Hopefully the immersive engineering manual doesn't crash the server, or doesn't crash us, because the immersive engineering manual did previously have a little bad habit of making things crash. We'll get 3, and we'll use the lever that we... Oh no, we left our lever out, so... 1 lever, or one of those, and then a lever, and we can make ourselves an engineering manual. So now we need to look up heavy machinery. We need the... Nope. We don't need the excavator. We need simple machines. And in the simple machines we need... Where's the oil pump gone? Power and wires and generators. Current transmitter, switch breaker, basic wiring, lightning rod, alternating flux, diesel generator. Runs off biodiesel. We don't want biodiesel. We want oil processing. So we need a pump jack to start with. Now the other thing we can make is we can make a projector. Projector's pretty simple to make actually, so let's have a look at making ourselves a projector. We need to make ourselves a lantern, which requires a glowstone block, which we can make easily enough, and also requires some iron plating, which we should be able to make easily enough, because we can just throw iron, which we should have in here, but don't for some reason. We did have. I just didn't see it because I'm blind. And we can throw that in there with the immersive engineering hammer, makes a couple of iron plates. And that will allow us to make a lantern. And then that will allow us to make a projector. And then what we can do is we can go you and you. And that projects the pump jack, because the pump jack was the last thing we had open. So if we then put the pump jack projection like there. So what do we need? We need, for the pump jack, let's have a list of parts. Can we have a list of parts somewhere? There we go. We need 11 steel scaffolding, 6 treated wood, 4 fluid pipes. Okay, so we've got a list in the book. So let's see what we can do. We've got 2 steel scaffolding, and we need 11. There we go, we've got 11 steel scaffolding. We need 4 treated wood. So there's our 4 treated wood. Oh no, 6 treated wood fence and 4 fluid pipes. Okay, so uses, recipes, 6 treated wood fence. Six treated wood fence, and then we need fluid pipes, which should be just iron plates, I believe. Yeah, just 6 iron plates, so that's not too bad. Let's make a whole bunch of iron plates, because we're definitely going to need more of them. There's fluid pipes. And 1 redstone engineering block. I do have some engineering blocks somewhere. I'm sure I have some engineering blocks somewhere. There we go, engineering blocks. Lovely. Let's see, that's finished off all of our engineering blocks. We need 2 blocks of steel and 4 steel sheet metals. The blocks of steel shouldn't be too bad. 2 blocks of steel. 1, 2. And then steel sheet metal, I believe, is steel plate. So steel sheet metal is 4 steel plates, yeah. That should be everything we need from the book. Yep, that's everything we need from the book. Excellent. And now we can get to work building it. So we need a light engineering block. No. It's weird because you can sometimes like place it in the block and it sometimes places outside the block. Like if I place it there. Yeah, it's a slightly weird building mechanic, but it's still perfectly manageable. And then we need light engineering block, heavy engineering block. You don't go there. We need the redstone block there, and then we need the fences. That's easy enough. 1 there and 1 there. 1 there and 1 there. And we need the other heavy engineering block here. Now we just need to pop a fence down there temporarily because we need to stick the steel block on top. And then we can cut you out from underneath. So the projector is actually a really, really well designed one of these things. And then we need the other steel block here. And that gives us something to stand on at least. Fence post, and then I think it's just sheet metal all the way across. Sheet, 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 sheet metal. And then we boop it with the hammer. Not sure where we boop with the hammer, but we do boop it with the hammer somewhere. There we go, we booped it with the hammer. So now we can throw the projector in with the engineering manual put on the home page, like that. And that should wipe the projector. No, that doesn't wipe the projector. Okay, fair enough. But that does wipe it from there. So now we've got fluid output, redstone signal. Where do we put power in? Power goes in at the top. Okay. So if we pop you on here, you are not generating anywhere near enough power. Dang it. Seriously? No, not generating anywhere near enough power. So what we need is we need a MV capacitor. We also need some kind of tank. I might just make myself another ender tank, if I can. If I have the bits and pieces I need to make an ender tank. Ender tank. Come on. Why is there no recipe for the ender tank now? That's really weird. Okay. That is extremely strange indeed. Let's see if we have another tank we can use, other than a stationary tank, of course. Tank. Black hole tank. That's quite expensive and a little bit beyond where I am at the moment. Blood tanks. Yeah, with the ender fluid tanks kind of disappearing, and I have no idea why the ender fluid tanks are disappearing, or have disappeared. I'm kind of in a little bit of a pickle. So I kind of need something that's got storage, unless I'm just going to end up building a tank from Industrial Craft, which we can do. Tank from Industrial Craft requires how many sheet steel blocks? I think it's in simple machines. Fluid transport, no. Construction. Tank requires 34 sheet metal blocks. Okie dokie. That's 28. And we need another engineer's hammer, but that's fine. I just want to get this working, and then I think we'll call the episode there while I gather some actual oil. The other thing I can do, which I suppose would be a good idea, is I can take you, and I can actually turn this off and allow some power to accumulate inside it. So we can pop you down. You should be putting power out on the bottom. There we go. And then we can put the generator on top. Nope, that's not the top. Put the generator on the top with the fluid extractor going into the side of the generator. That's the top of the generator. Come on. Like so, and then we can put the end tank like that, and that will power the fluid generator, which allows that to generate power. And now we can break this down because we don't need the core sampler at the moment. And if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. I've always wondered why it doesn't require a pipe at the bottom. And if we boot that, we have a storage. And then 1, 2, 3. And now, with this having power, we should be getting buckets of oil. Excellent. So we're now getting buckets of oil, and that allows us to complete the oil quest. We now have to process the oil to make lubricant and things like that. But we have completed that diesel. Putting the oil in a distillation tower will turn it into diesel, and you'll get bitumen as a byproduct. And then we can move on to lubricant, because diesel can be processed into lubricant. But for the meantime, we're going to allow this to gather resources. I'm going to have a look at what we need for the distillation tower. And I'm going to be gathering those in the background until next episode. So distillation tower requires a lot of steel scaffolding, slabs, some fluid pipes, some redstone engineering blocks, some heavy engineering blocks, and that was the game crashing, which was perfect timing. So thank you very much for watching. I have been the Gaming Droid, and I will see you all in the next episode. Engineering manual, guys. Engineering manual.